What's going on, y'all? Tech me out here. And today I'm going to be sharing with you my everyday essentials, the items that I have to have on me when I walk out of the house that just help keep me sane and help keep me together when I am out and about. So I'm gonna be sharing with you the bag that I like to carry, the items that are tech and non-tech related that I like to carry, and the reason behind them. Like, everything has a purpose. All of the things that I'm mentioning are gonna be linked down below in the description box. So if you're interested, that's where it will be. I've done one of these videos in the past, but it's been a little bit since I've given y'all an updated version. So some things are the same, some things are not. Let's get to it. All right, let's get into the bag that I like to carry with me as of late. And if you caught my monthly faves, then you probably already are aware of what that might be, which is this Grams 28 laptop bag. This right here, I just love carrying this. Anytime that I'm out and I'm not carrying something like, a small crossbody, this is the bag that I like to carry when I want to bring like my camera gear and a few other essentials. I think this is currently sold out on their website, but they do have an iPad version, which is a little bit smaller than this one. All in all, this carries everything that I need. The material of this is like a textured leather. The branding is minimal. The straps are super comfortable. I do wish that they had like some padding right here, but I might look on some websites to see if I can find, something that I can add myself and add that. But even without it, the straps are super comfortable. And then on the inside here, it opens up like this. And this is where all the goodies go. So many organizational pockets. I found it best for me to put like my phone here, something kind of slim in this area. And then in these two pockets here, it just varies. Sometimes I'll put like an external hard drive or something. And in this section here, we even have pockets inside of there, if you can see. Hold up, I'm showing you the wrong angle. We even have pockets inside of there over here. Believe it or not, my laptop can fit in here, which is, I'm looking at this, is like, wow, I can't even believe my laptop can fit in here, but it does. This is a section for your laptop with a little Velcro cover here so that it keeps your laptop inside. Even an AirTag holder down here at the bottom of the bag. I just love this bag. The leather feels really nice and it's wearing well over time. Speaking of that, this little zipper here, when you zip it, as you can see, you can't like separate it with a pin or something like that to gain entry. So there's another sense of security there. This is where I tend to put like small essentials that I need. For example, my AirPods. These are my go-to headphones as of late. I change out my headphones a lot because I'm constantly getting different headphones to test. Lately, I've really been into the AirPod Pro 3s. The sound quality is phenomenal. It charges via USB-C. It also has wireless charging. I love how they just automatically connect to my Apple devices, my iPhone, my MacBook, my iPad, whatever. It just auto syncs from one device to the other. So as I switch, they switch. Most of the things that I use to get my work done is an Apple device of some form. So that ecosystem, if you're in it, you know what I mean. It's quick saying the noise cancellation, it's better on the newer version here. When I was flying, when I put these on and I have like the noise cancellation kick in, yeah, I don't hear really anything, or everything is just like reduced to a very, very low decibel kind of vibe. Like, it just really cancels out sound. I definitely have to have a pair of headphones on me, and lately it's been these. Outside of having my headphones, the other thing I have to have on me is some hand sanitizer. Fellow germaphobes, it's a safe space here. Gotta have the Purell. I don't know, this one to me is just the go-to, the GOAT of sanitizers. I'll have this and or some wipes. Just makes me feel better when I can't get to, the sink to wash my hands. Gotta keep them clean with what I can. That's typically what's in the front pocket, or just other items that I want quick access to. Now, taking it to the back side of the bag here, there's another zipper pocket. And this is what I like to use for my more sensitive items, like my passport or my wallet. So this is my favorite wallet right here. I love Louis in general. This, what is this? Their pocket organizer, I wanna say. They have so many different designs. I love the material. The leather feels nice. It wears well over time. The one that I had before this one was like the all black leather. Still love that one, but I overstuffed that one and I didn't like that I did, and it just kind of lost some of its structure for me. I ended up getting this one. I love the color, the little design here on the front with this kind of like spray paint look. This is a wallet that I've always wanted, and I'm just glad to have it, and probably will continue to add on to my collection with other variants of it. I love some Louis. Altogether, I wanna say it holds 6 cards comfortably. So you have 3 pockets on one side and like 2 on the other. There's also a pocket here on the back as well if you wanted to store something. That's what I tend to keep on this side. Outside of the pocket is this luggage holder. Bags with this just automatically get a bump up for me because it's so convenient, especially when my hands are full or I'm tired or whatever. It lessens the load that I physically have to carry when I'm able to just like slide this down onto the handle of my suitcase. That's a plus for me. Let's move on to inside of the bag. It has a slot for my laptop in case I do want to carry it. However, when I carry that, I'm not able to carry as much camera gear. So right now, this is just kind of set up the way that I would normally carry my items if I'm not carrying my laptop, if I'm just running out. This is the go-to everyday bag. Inside, what I typically have with me would be, of course, a portable charger. I feel like I talk about this charger all the time on the channel, so I'm not gonna linger long on it. But it's by Anker. It's like 20,000 milliamps. USB-C port on the side so that I can charge my items, as well as 2 built-in USB-C cables. One that extends like this and then retracts inside, and then the other one serves as a loop on the side but also doubles as a USB-C cable. And then you have the LED screen here on the front to get your battery life and just kind of see what's going on with your devices. The weight of it is not too crazy, it's not too bad. I use this to charge like my phone, my laptop if I have it on me, iPad, and because it's so large in capacity, it can charge multiple devices all throughout the day. Definitely have to have a portable charger of some form on me when I'm heading out. Another everyday essential that I have to have on me when I head out is my phone, and I carry a few, so we're gonna go through them. But the main one right now that I'm using is the iPhone Air. This phone really surprised me. I thought the camera was gonna be a deal breaker for me. And at times it really gets on the edge of being a deal breaker for me, but I just love the design so much and just how the phone feels in hand. I've just found myself kind of like gravitating to it the most. Currently out of the iPhone 17 lineup. Being that the camera doesn't have all of my needs, I do like to also carry, don't judge me y'all, because I feel like y'all finna judge me. I do like to carry my iPhone 17 Pro Max as well. I don't carry this all the time, but if I'm heading out and I know I'm going to need to film some social things while I'm out or I'm at an event, then I do want to make sure that I have the 17 Pro Max on me as well, because I want to take advantage of the ultra wide. That is the main thing. And then the fact that it's a dedicated phone for filming, so I don't have to worry about draining the battery on my Air as much. It just worked out. I actually had this set up recently at the Amazon event, and I really enjoyed it. You know, the Air is so light and so small, it's nothing to like have this as an additional phone on me. So I just would keep this in my pocket as I was navigating the event and just use this to film. So you can kind of consider this like my personal phone and my work phone. That's a good way to look at it. I even deleted Instagram off of my Air and it's just on this phone, so that when I do want to unplug and step away from work, it defines that line a bit better for me, a little bit more firm, you know? These are the 2 phones I like to carry, but it doesn't stop there because I am an Android girl as well. So the Android that I like to have on me is the Fold 7. This phone right here, y'all, it's like a nice medium between a phone and a laptop. It's so much slimmer than the previous versions. I love that you can open up the phone to a wider screen and use it. But it doesn't have the Apple ecosystem. So sometimes there's that little slight disconnect between these three phones. Three phones? Oh! I don't always have these on me. Most of the time, it's at least just the Air. But when I'm bringing out the team, it's gonna be these. The life of a tech and lifestyle creator, man, it can get complicated sometimes. I know I always have the camera on my phone that I can use, but I do really like to bring another one just in case. And that generally is my DJI Pocket 3. So I have this case up here, which I actually need to switch out because sometimes it accidentally turns on because there's no real protection for the power button down here. But all in all, it does what I need, which is protect the lens and protect the screen. I have this that I keep up here. It's super small. That way, if I also want to throw it in my pocket, I still don't have a bulky case set up. On the front of the screen, I have my little screen protector, which I've already damaged, so I need to swap out. This magnetic stand, oh my gosh, as you can see, it flips out, so I can literally attach this onto something magnetic and it will securely hold. It's insane how strong the magnet is on this. I feel really good in using this one versus the other one I was using in the past. You can press this button here on the side and then this pops down, which gives you some more angles. When I'm out and filming, you don't realize like how many things are around you that you could possibly magnetize this to until you actually try. Because before I was using the suction mount thinking like, oh, I'm around more glass. I think I'm around more metal. So this lets me kind of just like snap it on and I just get some really cool angles. I even like at the Amazon event, I snapped this onto a metal stairwell and it just gave me some nice views. So I highly recommend this case board as well. It's a nice duo. On the actual lens of the DJI, I do have a K&F filter. So it's ND8 and it has a polarizer built into it, which helps with reflections. It also helps even out skin tones. And the ND on it acts like sunshades, so that helps me out when I'm, out in bright sunlight. But yeah, this is typically what I will generally have on me. But another camera that I will carry on me, especially if I'm, doing some heavy vlogging that day, is gonna be actually the one that I'm filming with here, which is my Sony a7C Mark II. I just love the size and form factor of it. I'm currently using the new Sony mic. It's smaller. I just got that one, but that's definitely attached to it most of the time when I need audio. The lens I generally have on it recently is a 16-28 lens with a 2.8 f-stop. So that lets me get the nice blurry background. It also gives me this nice wide view, but allows me to zoom in a little bit when I need to. I just have the short stash filter on it, and that overall gives me this really good image. The other thing that I will take if space allows is a book, and I'm still working through this book, Atomic Habits. It's really good. It really, really is. I just have to dedicate the time to sit and read. It's just so good to help you develop some good habits. It's really about getting 1% better each day, focusing less on the goal and more on the systems that you need in place. So this book has just been really helpful in improving, my quality of life. I know a lot of people have spoken about it and recommended it. It's for a reason. Now, that's what I tend to carry when I want a light setup with me, but when I'm gonna have a bit more and I just want a bit more room for the things that I want to bring. I slept on this bag that I had, y'all, but not anymore. This is the Doc Martens leather backpack. I have had this bag, y'all, 2 or 3 years, and I never wore it. I loved the design of this. I bought it and then I realized how you had to actually close the bag, and I was less inclined to use it. Like, you have to physically put this through the hoop here when you want to close it, or you have to physically snap these when you want to close it. And when I have bags that you just zip up or magnetically snap, this just felt like too much. However, I did take it on my recent trip and I loved it. I love that it stands on its own. We love a good independent bag, y'all know. These leather straps on the back, which are super comfortable. They don't like bear into your arm or anything like that. The bag itself is lightweight without anything in it, so you're not carrying the additional weight of the bag when you do put items in it. But I have learned it to be very convenient when I don't want to do all this snapping to at least tuck the handle in like this and snap that, which is a lot easier, and it helps keep the clasp here shut so that the items stay inside the bag. Same thing down here. But the pockets are super minimal. I put my essentials on the outside here, like my hand sanitizer and stuff like that. And then my more, I guess, like camera gear items and tech and stuff like that goes inside of here. So as you can see, there's not a lot of organizational pockets at all, really. It's just an area for you to put your things and your laptop. Then this Velcro here snaps over it to keep the laptop in place. Outside of that, I love my jewelry. So I tend to also have on like my Apple Watch. That is what I wear to track my fitness. And I have this Kendra Scott band that goes with it. I love this watch band, but the only thing is sometimes the clasp will come undone. That's a little annoying, but not to the point where I don't want to wear it at all or that I would not buy it again. The beautiful thing is you don't have to like use any type of tools or anything to resize it. So if I wanted to resize it, I would just remove one of the links by unsnapping it, or if I needed to extend it, it does come with some additional links as well that you can use. So that is something I really love about it. But it just elevates the look of the watch and makes it look more like a traditional watch than a smartwatch. So I like that about it. The other jewelry that I tend to wear is my Cartier Love Ring, my Gucci Hero, I think that's the ring, or it's a Gucci ring, and then my engagement ring and my wedding bands, and my Cartier Love bracelet. That's what I wear here. Outside of that, these are my things that I like to have on me to get me through my day. I do hope you enjoyed this video. I have some other content on the way, so make sure you are subscribed so you can get updated when that drops. Also, feel free to follow me on Instagram at TechMeOut. That's TECHME0UT. And as always, thanks for taking the time out to let me tech me